Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat in Germany. My name is Bharat, and in this video I have made a very nice whiteboard for you because we are going to discuss Aufenthaltstitel, Niederlassung and Staatsbürgerschaft. So how exactly these three things work. From these I mean, first is your residence permit, second is permanent residency, and then the citizenship. So for this, the keyword is always that you have to ask generally any kind of questions you have to generally ask the Ausländersbehörde, because they are the ones who might have different regulations based on what kind of region you're living in. So for the end information, always rely on whatever your Ausländersbehörde tells you. So let's talk about the first one, which is the residence permit or the Aufenthaltstitel or Aufenthaltsgenehmigung. This generally you can get in 1 month. So you come with a visa to Germany, and let's say it's a national visa, because generally that's when it's more relevant. Then you register yourself at the Ausländersbehörde, and after a month, generally it's also maybe 2 weeks or something, you can get the residence permit. So this can also be in the form of a stamp in the passport, or it could be a card. Generally now they are giving out cards because it is easier, and it also has a lot of e-verification services. So that would be something for you. Now, let's say here, I've also pulled out the details from Make It in Germany. This is the federal German government's website, and it has a lot of nice information. For example, it says German Aufenthaltstitel, a residence permit, entitles people from abroad to enter and reside in Germany. Residence permits may be granted in the form of visa, residence permit, an EU blue card, a settlement permit, or a permanent EC residence permit. No? So the story with blue card, I have also pulled out here. The EU Blue Card is a residence title for academics outside the EU who wish to work in an EU member state. To obtain an EU Blue Card, applicants are required to have a university degree and a work contract which meets the minimum gross salary requirement. Now, regarding the salary, like I always say, always take a look at the official German government website. So here, this is the Auswärtiges Amt, which is the Federal Foreign Ministry or Ministry of External Affairs. Here they are saying that the minimum salary has to be 56,800 euros. Now, Blue Card has a lot of benefits, and one of the benefits is that if you have a Blue Card, you can get your permanent residency just in 33 months, or if you have the B1 level proficiency, you can even get that in as less as 21 months. So less than 2 years, you can get your permanent residency, which is the fast track process. Because again, everybody talks about the fast track process for Canada, USA, and all of these things, but hey, this is the fast track process. You get your permanent residency in less than 2 years if you have a university degree and you're making more than 56,800 euros a year. So that's the thing. Now let's talk about the permanent residency or the Niederlassung. Now this is also called as the settlement permit. So the settlement permit is the second residence title covered by the Immigration Act. The settlement permit has permanent validity and entitles holders to exercise gainful employment. People applying for a settlement permit have to satisfy specific requirements which are laid down in the Immigration Act or the Aufenthaltsgesetz. So that's also very interesting. We have also already gone through this. In general, what they say is if you're applying for a permanent residency, you need to have 4 years living in Germany and paying your social contributions. Like it says here, you have paid at least 48 months of mandatory or voluntary contributions to the statutory pension insurance fund. So that's nice. So then you can take a look at more things here. And this is also given on Berlin Foreigners Office website. Die Frist verkürzt sich auf 2 Jahre, wenn Sie in Deutschland eine Berufsausbildung oder ein Studium erfolgreich abgeschlossen haben. So this 4-year thing becomes 2 years if you are a student who has done their bachelor's or master's in Germany, and you can get your permanent residency just in 2 years, which is super nice. Now let's talk about the citizenship. Again, I've pulled out all of the things from the official German government websites. Now the citizenship takes 8 years, and there are different kind of regulations that you have to take a look here. So generally you need to have your settlement permit or your Niederlassung or your permanent residency in order to apply for this. And also generally when you're applying for the German citizenship, you lose any kind of previous citizenships that you have. So I had to give up my Indian citizenship in order to apply for a German citizenship. If you don't know it, yes, I'm a German citizen, and I got my citizenship I think in 2019. Yeah, December 2019. Was pretty nice. It took some long time. It takes longer than it takes to apply for a settlement permit or a permanent residency. That just takes like, 1 month or something. But the citizenship, that can take anywhere from like 4 to 6 months. But they go through everything in detail. Another interesting thing that they say is that mündliche und schriftliche deutsche Sprachkenntnisse auf dem Niveau B1 des gemeinsamen europäischen Referenzrahmens für Sprachen. So this is that like you need to have the B1 level German proficiency in order to apply for the citizenship. And then you also might have to like, give some tests and stuff like that. But the nice thing is that this Einbürgerungstest you don't have to do if you have already done a university degree in Germany in a few fields, which is law, social science, politics, and some kind of like, administrative stuff. But like management worked out too. So for example, I also didn't have to do it. And like they considered my university degree when I was applying for the citizenship. For me, like the case was also different because I was married to Alina, but it is like not so dramatic when you're thinking about all of these regulations. When you're applying even as a student, like they have laid out everything very clearly in front of you. Now to summarize all of this, of course, we have gone through so many things, but let me summarize everything in detail so that you can share this video with other people who don't know it about Germany, that how simple the residence permit of Germany actually is. Everybody talks about all of these like other countries like Canada, USA, Australia, and all of this, but I'm telling you, these kind of regulations that they have, they compete very strongly with many of the other companies out there. So let's say the first thing that we talked about is the residence permit. The simple residence permit, which you get after you come with a visa, you apply for it, which is the Aufenthaltstitel and Aufenthaltsgenehmigung. You can get it in 1 month. No? And like this is generally valid for 1 year, sometimes 2 years, it depends. Then afterwards, you're getting your permanent residency. So this you get if you have a blue card and you have B1 level German proficiency in 21 months. If you are a student who has studied in Germany and are now working in 2 years. If you are just like doing some kind of normal job and you did not do your bachelor's or master's or any kind of other studies in Germany, then you get it in 4 years. Now for citizenship, you can apply it after 8 years. It's as simple as that. So this was a very simple and very structured video for you guys so that you guys can learn the different phases of your stay in Germany that you will go through. Please share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. If you have any kind of questions whatsoever, I offer appointments and I have my own online courses for studying and finding jobs in Germany, which are called Complete Course for Studying in Germany and Complete Course for Finding Jobs in Germany on Big Academy. These courses help you from the complete beginning processes till the time you actually are done with the studies or you're able to like, find a job in Germany. So these are the kind of courses that you will not find anywhere else. Thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.